Hello everyone, this is Jamie Starr with the New World News Network. Make sure you check the links below for all my other contact info, my record label, my Twitch channel, and everything like that. Now that I've decided to start adding it, try to link everything I do together. This article, why Hollywood won't let us see our best black actors. Because if you didn't know, we've got Halle Berry, Denzel Washington, and all the rest of them locked away in a jail cell, and we only roll them out when we need a token black person. So, and this is, some of these articles, like the one I did the other day about dogs being prisoners and stuff, like, it shows why the media sucks, first off, and no one trusts it, because you have idiots trying to make issues out of non-issues, and the only thing I can chalk it up to is that they just really don't understand how the world works. So, let's get into this. Idris Elba is in 4 major studio films this year, but you won't see his face in any of them. 3 of those high-profile jobs are voice roles, in addition to playing Chief Bongo in Zootopia and Shere Khan in The Jungle Book. Elba has a supporting part in Pixar's upcoming Finding Dorothy. His only live-action role is in The Lot in playing the villainous Krall in Star Trek Beyond. He's buried under so much facial prosthetics, he's more unrecognizable, he's a different color entirely. So, this person has an issue with this one person and the choices they, and I assume their agent and their talent managers and whatever else, has booked them for. They don't care if maybe he's getting paid more for these parts. They don't care if he's, however it benefits him, whatever reasons he has for choosing this. They just care that you're not seeing black skin. I mean, this is crazy racially obsessed people. Like, who gets this way over things? Would you rather him be out of work? Let's just put it as worst case scenario, because this guy is a top actor. Let's just say maybe these were the only roles available. Would you rather it just be him out of work than doing this? Maybe he enjoys doing voiceover works. Maybe he has kids. Maybe the kids like hearing his voice in these pictures. I mean, it's just, none of that matters. None of that matters compared to black skin. Us looking at the black skin glistening on the movie screen. So, I can't fault Disney for wanting to cast Elba in all of these cartoons. Yeah, because he didn't audition and he didn't try out. Disney sought him out, obviously not. The man's got one of the best voices in cinema, rich and insinuating, and now Elba has become something of a sci-fi staple in films like Prometheus and Pacific Rim. Perhaps it was inevitable he would don makeup for a franchise like Star Trek, but as one of the few black leading men in Hollywood, Elba means something. So what does it say when we see so little of him? It says maybe he's not obsessed over his fucking skin color like you are. Maybe he just enjoys good roles, good films, working with a good crew of people. Maybe he enjoys the paycheck associated with these. Maybe because a handful of them was just voiceovers, he knew he could do more of them while still doing other work and getting more done in the long run. I wish I could call all these castings a fluke. No, they're not. You audition, you try out. I worry they're not. Look at Lupita. Nah, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Was one of the most notable roles since winning an Oscar for 12 Years a Slave have been playing. The Orange Alien, Masa Kanta in Star Wars, the White Wolf Rashka in The Jungle Book, in this summer's video adaptation Warcraft. Paula Patton is slathered in green paint as the half-human, half-orc. I'm not even trying with these made-up fantasy fucking names. And this is the whole problem, is, if you had only white people in the Star Trek or Star Wars movies, they would throw a fucking fit. If you have one of these black actors in these roles, but they make them to look like an alien because it's set in outer space, they're throwing a fit. If you just had them as a black person, and then it was like, oh, it's an alien species, but they just look like a fucking black person, then they'd be like, oh, well, they're saying black people are aliens. Like, these are people who will have a problem with anything. Absolutely anything. They're looking for the problem, presumably because their journalism career depends on it. So, which makes me wonder if she consulted Zoe Salanda for advice before taking the role. After all, Salanda has already played Green in Guardians of the Galaxy and Blue in Avatar. Oh my god. They're talking about the fucking... See, and here's the thing. The characters don't matter. What they're basically saying is, I wonder if these two black women had to consult with one another, because it's not like they were playing the same role. It's not like Heath Ledger consulting Jack Nicholson about being the Joker. It's, how did it feel to be covered in green paint? Having to play or Avatar in blue, to have your beautiful blackness covered up, having to look like an alien of some sort. I mean, of course they didn't fucking talk, because they're not playing the same character. It's completely different shit. It's just fucking sci-fi. If you don't like sci-fi, then whatever. It's become so common for Saldana to play a different color on film that they even gave her another skin tone for the controversial clusterfuck Nina and thought nothing of it. Well, no, they probably did it because it was based off a real person, and they were probably trying to make her look like the real person. You don't see Leonardo DiCaprio, Sandra Bullock, or Tom Cruise painting their faces to win roles. I don't remember any of them being in a sci-fi movie. How about that? But you see Vision in the Avengers movies painting his face. You see Nightcrawler in the X-Men movies painting his face. You see Jennifer Lawrence covering herself in blue for X-Men movies. But this color-changing gambit has practically become required of black dramatic actors who want to appear in big-budget movies. Oh yeah, because, like Denzel Washington in American Gangster, or like any of his other serious movies, they paint him in whiteface. That's what they do. They're like, oh no, sorry, this is a realistic movie about a gangster in, the time of the Vietnam War. We decided you need green skin because, it's just what we do. I mean, this is the ridiculous statements these people make. Of our A-list movies, only white, one regular... What? Of our A-list movie stars, the only white one regularly tinting her skin is Jennifer Lawrence, Mystique, obviously, and whose latest go-around in her role is the least blue yet. I mean, yeah, because she's a fucking shapeshifter. Fox was savvy enough to put Lawrence's famous white face front and center for X-Men Apocalypse, since they know it's a face that sells movie tickets and magazines. So too... No, I hate to be the one to tell you this, but X-Men is a franchise. It's the comic books that sell the movie. It's the storyline that sells the movie. It's not Jennifer Lawrence. I hate to be the one to break it to you. Like, you're not going to see... This is why Star Wars was so big. They could just throw some no-name black actor in there, some no-name chick actor that no one knows from anywhere in the world, and it will break box office records because it's a franchise. It wasn't their faces selling the film. And, I mean, it's... Oh, my God, this person doesn't know anything about anything. I mean, they probably just know about fucking punctuation and grammar. So, perhaps it's just another symptom of Hollywood's current failure when it comes to actors of color if movie studios continue to treat black faces as an on-screen rarity. Yeah, because there are no black movies, obviously. Fucking Tyler Perry doesn't exist. There's no Barbershop. There's no Ride Along. There's none of that. I mean, this is fucking ridiculous. It's not much of a jump for those same stars to be deemed exotic-looking and alien. Elba and Selena have both played extraterrestrials 7 times, and if Nyong'o does sign on the sci-fi thriller Intelligent Life has been rumored, the only one of the 4 films she's not since 12 Years a Slave would have been given her human role to play. Well, maybe those are the roles she enjoys playing. Maybe that's what her casting people get her to play. I mean, again, you don't understand how Hollywood works. None of these people who complain about this fucking whitewashing shit or anything like that complain about whatsoever. And I did bring up that, you know, they're picking and choosing with their examples. How do I go sideways here? Here's Idris Elba's IMDb, and we can see, like, they're of course not going to mention that he plays a black-faced god in the Thor movies. No, we can't mention that. I mean, there's plenty of things that he is playing himself in. Yeah, Heimdall, Avengers, Age of Ultron, and all the other Thor movies he's in. So, they're picking and choosing. Ghost Rider. He's in Call of Duty games. Like, he gets a lot of voiceover work. He gets a lot of work in general, and these people are just getting pissy over the work he's getting. I mean, 100 Streets, playing Max, probably shows his face in that. Like, it's ridiculous that these people do this. He's born in London, England. Why aren't you pissed that he doesn't talk with a British accent all the time? Don't you think that's oppressing who he really is somehow? Like, this is so nuts. Let's see. In the wake of the past year's second straight Oscars So White debacle, I saw people like Spike Lee calling on Hollywood to adopt some version of the NFL's Rooney Rule, which requires teams to interview minority candidates for the league's top jobs. Whether or not that's realistic, it's not unreasonable to expect that studios use black actors' prodigious talent in their animated films to pony up live-action roles for those thespians, too. And if they're not going to paint Margaret Robbie purple, maybe they should stop doing it to Zoe Saldana. The black actors I name in this article of Hollywood's some of the most talented and beautiful, and they deserve to be seen for countless reasons, not least because this screwed-up world representation must continually be fought. Idris, Lupita, Paula, and Zoe have faces that matter. Let us see them. Buy a fucking poster. How about that, you cunt? Like, I mean, just stop trying to fucking use your emotions to dictate what Hollywood does. Look at this. Look at Will Smith, who minted his movie stardom 20 years ago after starring in lead roles that made use of his charisma, talent, and winning face. I mean, these people are so superficial, they think it's a face that's making the movie. Why Smith, whose unobscured face will be on display in this summer's Suicide Squad, treated by Hollywood as a rare fluke, rather than an example of what can happen for this new vanguard of dramatic black talent if we provide them the right opportunities. What? Whose unobscured face will be on display in this summer's Suicide Squad, treated by Hollywood as a rare fluke. I Am Legend? iRobot? Like, are you unfamiliar with Will Smith? Do you know who he is? Do you know the amount of movies he's been in? Like, he has fans. There are people that will see the movies. I mean, again, some people, unlike Star Wars, where the 2 actors had no fans because no one ever heard of him, in Suicide Squad, you will have the comic book fans, and you will have fans of Will Smith and the other actors in there. You'll have fans of Jared Leto. So, oh my god. I can't put words to this shit because it gets so stupid that all you're doing is shouting down someone's emotions. I don't like that I have to do this. I'm not someone to tell someone their feelings are wrong, but when their feelings have them seeing a reality that isn't real and imagining, like, these are the ultimate conspiracy theories. I'm so sick of people thinking concepts of eugenics or, global governance, running the whole show, rigged elections, chemtrails. All of that are conspiracies you can't talk about, right? Because you'll be a conspiracy theorist, and that's bad. But if you talk about conspiracies about Hollywood and white people and cultural appropriation, like those are the okay conspiracy theories, because that's what this is. This is a conspiracy theory that someone is plotting against these black actors and actresses and the roles they get, and I mean, it's not like in the original media that these characters are portrayed like this. It's not like this green chick isn't green in the comic books, like, but they think there's this conspiracy to hide their blackness from the world because Kyle Buchanan is so desperately longing for it. Oh my God. Here, buddy, do yourself a favor. Jump off a bridge.